be a motivational speaker, and he has graced us on a number of occasions, and we are very glad that once again he has joined us in our studio. He happens to be Brigadier Dr. Tahir Nawaz. Assalamu alaikum, sir, and thank you so much for coming to our show. So, sir, what are some of the modern day stresses that you feel couples are facing, and then you feel that younger people they are facing, and which envelops into their relationships?
Thank you very much. First of all, a word of thanks for you.
Thank you
and
so much.
PTV management to give me a chance
It's a
for
pleasure.
this. Right. What are the young age stresses presently? You see, you just mentioned in your intro that as our grandparents had these stresses, that was natural thing. They were
Right.
closer to nature. We were living in the IT age.
True.
Artificial intelligence, IT age, and especially the skewed knowledge of last 5,000 years, the last 40 years, has made the life on a very, very faster pace.
True.
And once we are on faster pace, nature is on faster pace, we are playing with the IT, artificial intelligence and all that, all those fields. Even you can come to know what I am feeling now through the artificial intelligence, latest techniques. So what is there? There's a huge challenge to bring them on ground with the youth of the day. So the youth of the day is in the somewhat, I would say, in the era of challenges. Reason being, our age, the elders, the mentors, they are not from that age.
True.
They are the IT age people, IT age children. There's a gap between the perception and the reality on ground.
Obviously, so somebody from landlines era and somebody on a Wi-Fi calling era is two
It's
different
altogether
eras.
different.
Yes.
We used to have food after 8 hours.
True.
Cooked on the nature wood and all
The
that.
early pots, yeah. mitti
No,
ke
we
bartan.
have food after 2 minutes.
Right,
Just
very
it-
instant food, yeah.
Instant food. Just it can be just oven se aa jati and just we have. it.
Through microwave.
So
yes.
the microwave ovens and all that. And after 10 minutes, I just share with almost people. After 10 minutes, you don't have any other topic to be discussed because you had tea, you had coffee, and you had food.
True. And then you feel like having it all over again. Varna, otherwise, wherever you'll go, "Aaj ki paka rahe ho? Ki pak raha hai? Kinni der lagegi?" ਇਹ ਸਵਾਲ ਸਨ ਸਾਡੇ.
And there is another सवाल के होर की हाल है. There is nothing left after that के होर की हाल.
Right,
True.
right.
Acha, the transition of this age needs to be re-evaluated with the parents institution,
Okay.
with the mentor institution, and with the elders institution.
But sir, why do you say that it needs to be re-evaluated?
Re-evaluated in a sense that I, for example, after 5 decades, I am raised up child from a village.
True.
I did my matric from village where people used to come and food would be served in the evening after 10 hours.
True, true, true.
Now I am facing my daughter-in-law, my own daughter, mere nwase pote potiyan. They are IT children. I need to be on same frequency through artificial intelligence.
True.
The gap is to be filled through the impartial and frank communication.
But sir, do you think that that this generation gap that we're talking about over here can actually give you a lot of stresses just because of the generation gap? Because that's where the
Shehzad
conversation
bhai,
is directed.
I'm coming to that point.
Sure.
Gaps are always filled with love
Yeah.
and communication.
True.
And communication comes through confidence.
Yeah.
And confidence comes through body language.
True.
Body language comes through the same frequency.
True.
Same frequency comes through the trust. The actual thing which I want to share is that there is a lack of communication between the elders and the youth.
Okay.
They are on different pitches. You see so many surveys presently in the society. The only thing which I do stress, with a lot of stress I tell people, that please increase your frequency with the people. इंसानों की दुनिया इंसानों की तरह जिया जाता है.
True.
Frequency is the first currency. और इस currency में, communication currency में, the first thing is impartial, unbiased, uninfluenced,
So I'm going to give you a case study now. So being impartial, unbiased, with that. Now imagine, so I'm moving my house. I'm moving from one place to another place.
yes.
Obviously, everybody's very busy. We have to get our stuff packed and get it loaded, bring it
Unpacking,
somewhere else.
repacking, yeah.
So all our domestic staff is working day in, day out. Now imagine. Now the question. Okay, I'll give you the question first. Now imagine who needs to be more understanding over here. Is it the newer generation or is it the older generation?
Lovely.
That's the question. The reason being, so imagine that my domestic staff calls me and he says that that auntie has kind of scolded me, and that too in front of 10 people and whatnot. And I sat down with my mother and I was like, Ma, you know, if you wanted to kind of that person to improve with whatever he's doing or she's doing,
you have placed a very
yeah,
critical
probably do
question.
it in person now.
Yes.
And then, you know, she goes like, you know, अब तुम बड़े होके जो है वो माँ को बातें सुनाओगे. No, I cannot do that. But I want you to understand this. Now, who do you think needs to understand
बहुत
you?
जल्दी इस्तेकाक is encroachment. I call it social encroachment or
Okay.
relationship encroachment.